Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Laststandgamers, and welcome. So today we're taking a look at the Faraday Station. That's a cool sort of trading location, storage place. It has a lot of functions. It's also got an awesome kind of radar array to it as well, a sort of satellite dish of types. So let's have a quick look around the station, have a look at its exterior, then we'll pop inside. So first off, these large pad sort of areas that we see on the side are docking ports. Now these docking ports I can only imagine are for quite large trading ships. It's got a really cool sort of blue accent to each one of these. You can see the blue just goes around the side. And the whole style of this station gives me this feeling that it's been up here for a while. It's well used, a little bit abused, but it's still working quite effectively as a trading location. You've got these nice faded sort of yellow blocks combined with the grey tones. It's really quite fantastic. Let's have a quick look at the actual dish itself. So at first I was like, oh, an unfunctional dish, but then they'd stuck a little laser antenna. So I'll give them some extra points for that. So they've got the laser antenna in there, so you could point this out and communicate with other stations or the satellite by hooking up with that laser location. Coming over to the central hub of the actual station, we've got a landing pad over this side, a little bit of a docking bay over there as well. You've got some exposed segments like this I really quite like, where we've got some interior panels going on there, maybe venting off some of the gases into space, keeping the actual station cool. Up here, as we go to the top of the station, we've got these more sort of fuel-based tanks, a cool little radar dish, and more antennas, because everyone knows a station with more antennas and things dangling off it is more effective. Coming down to the bottom, we've got ourselves more of these pylons. We've got a hydrogen storage, another pylon on the left. I really quite like this little dish concept there, where they've cut down a bit of an ore detector, put some glass around it, cut that down as well, and it creates a little bit of a dish effect. So coming around the other side, we actually have a different setup for a docking port. We've got a little observation window, of course, there, the guiding lights lighting up nicely, and a drop-off point with a lovely spiral effect of the lights going on there. But either side of this ship has just been really nicely crafted. Time's been taken in each part, and just like little details like the back of the dish there, where they've got the blocks cut down right to the actual pivot point here in the middle. It's just really nice to see so much effort and time going into building these things. Even that little bit of ladder there, so you could access it in theory without using your jetpack. Anyway, let's head on inside. So to get inside this thing, we're going to start at the lower decks. We've actually landed ourselves over here. We'll move through the pad into this little cargo drop-off point. Of course, the station welcomes you, and as you come through here, you get a little bit of the ambient music playing, just adding to the experience of this station. And since this is going to be visited by the actual civilian part, you've got this very civilian sort of feel to it. Nice clean lighting. Everything looks really nice in these blue colours. And something that they've done, or Wolf's done here in this case, is just, it's kind of created a different environment in each room you go to. Just look at some of the details we've got going on there. We've got access to the landing pad and the hangar through there. Let's go and check that out first. So we'll go into the hangar. Once again, a totally different industrial atmosphere for this room. We've got necessity lighting. We've got a catwalk that leads around the top, as well as the connector there, little pad. The doors sealed there. There's information relating to all the doors and all the functions. And of course, we've got little observations and sneaky little cameras, so you can see what's going on from different control rooms around the ship. So as we enter back in through this airlock, seal that one up behind us, we have the option of going over here to the med room. Just look at the detail. A little bit of a cage around here, so you don't interrupt people getting out of their cryopods or receiving medical treatment. And over on this side, we have ourselves a bit of a kitchen with the jukebox playing. Oh, I wonder what's on the menu today. We've got a meal B, sausage patty with peach dried. We have a ham slice. It's pretty cool. Love the detail. It adds to the immersion. That's going back into the hangar. And what we'll do is we'll just drop down and go across. So through here we have access into this little storage area, so we can see what people are dropping off, unloading on the various computer screens. Very cool indeed. And then we can rush back through here. Now, as we go back into this room, we actually have the main stairwell located over here. And with these stairwells, we have two options. We can go down to maintenance. That we'll do first. The maintenance room is perfect, in my opinion. You can see it's got rusted out little chairs, rusty lockers. It's a maintenance room, and they're throwing boxes around. And it's even got a damaged vending machine there as well. Pretty cool. Coming up here, we actually have access to the maintenance shafts. That won't go in there. It's a little bit too dark to film, but it just gives you some access to repair things up behind the scenes. So Climbing back up this ladder or using your jetpack, we go back up to the decks. Each deck is labelled with what's actually on the floor as well, so it makes navigation for someone who's been here the first time really easy. So on this deck, we've got the medbay, galley, hangar, crew quarters. Let's have a little bit of a step in. And now this blew me away the first time I checked this out. An out-of-order toilet. Who would think of adding that in? I wonder what's blocked it. Has someone thrown a load of space credits down it? We've got the woman's restroom there. We've got 2 male restrooms. Usually it's the male's restroom that's out of order. Interesting. So we've got 2 doors that lead through, the galley and the med bay. So we've got the galley there. More food for the players, like I said. Over this side, we've got the med bay access from this side as well. We've been through there. Pretty cool indeed. Let's head back to the staircase and head up a level. So as we go up this level through this staircase, you've got the windows, of course, so you can see outside, but a lot of the light's reflected back in. And we actually enter into this beacon room where we can actually call out a distress call. We've got some information on the various screens. We have the button so we can activate the SOS if needed. And we've also got the generator in here. Just the detail in this room. There's so much crammed in here, but the detail is still outstanding, just with the slight changes of colour of some blocks, the yellow railings. Exactly what you want to see. Now, as we enter into this control room here, you can see scripts are pretty much hooked up to everything. You've got doors, ATMs, you've got the blueprint of the whole station that you can, of course, rotate around with the scripts if you wish. You've got up here a blueprint of the station. You've got a blueprint of the satellite dish. Fantastic. Information on the guest dock, the hangar dock, everything you need to find out in a control room. So as we access in here, we actually enter into the reactor room. Another bit of nice mood lighting has been set with the red here. This is perfect, this station, if you want some inspiration for building interiors and how to keep them compact. So as we loop around the back here, we've got a layout, a blueprint of the reactor in case you have to build it again because someone's thrown a spanner in there or something. And looking into the reactor here, we've got some sparks. We've got a few things happening there, just adding a bit more detail and ambience to it. So let's continue working our way through the station. We've been through the reactor room, we've been through this deck. Let's take a little bit of a look. We've got the airlock, of course, that leads us out onto the pad for the vacuum. We've just bloody unsealed the place. Oh my god, I hate airlocks, they murder me so often. Let's continue going up. We have the crew quarters. The crew quarters, of course, the people that are running this station, they've got quick access to showers, suits, lockers, and just a selection of beds there as well. Quite simple, really easy to use. And then we head up to this deck. Now, this is the trade deck. To me, this is a really dodgy place. I feel like you could meet here, you know, for like a dodgy back-end pirate deal or some stolen weapons or something. But we actually have an airlock that fully functions, lights up, unseals from this area, opens up to the outer area. You can actually see the satellite dish through there. This door will go down to the bottom. It'll allow you to access, and then it'll open the other one so it doesn't depressurize the whole place. This area is kind of useful, but at the same time, it slows down your access, but gives some protection to the station. So heading through the refinery room here, we've got ourselves the nice refinery setup over there. Some fake piping built in here for some ambience, some rusty containers, because everyone needs rusty containers. And we work our way up the ship once again. This leads to like a kind of trading control room that I really like the look of. All the information is laid out clearly, and once you've spent some time working on the station, you're going to know exactly what's happening. Inventory viewer 2.1. Very cool indeed. Let's continue moving through this station. Of course, it can work without scripts. The scripts just help the place come alive. And finally, we exit back out, and we've arrived at the faction docking area. Really cool indeed. I really love this place. I just love how you can access every element of it. There's even like a little control panel up there that probably accesses the upper antennas. You can access back into the ship itself through these suspicious little shafts to navigate. So a sneaky way in, perhaps, if you were going to be some sort of ambush. And it drops you back down into this. There's probably a few rooms I've completely missed, but I just love the layout of it. It's really nice. Check this one out for yourself. There'll be a link down in the description below. Anyway, for the moment, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.